Is the Old Testament Hebrew word adoni
Mm, mm,
equivalent with the Greek of the LXX and New
mm.
Testament Kyrios?
Well, the question is a little bit muddled. Adoni is my Lord. It's the word Adon, which has a meaning Lord. Adon is Lord. Adoni is my Lord. There's a word for God, the Lord God, which is Adonai. Adonai is always the Lord God, not a human Lord. But Adoni, my Lord, with a small l it should be, means my Lord as a superior. Could be your husband, because Sarah addresses her husband Abraham as Adoni, my Lord. Certainly didn't call him Adonai, God. So that distinction between Adoni, my Lord, represents Kyrios in the Greek, absolutely right. Very often, Kyrios mu, my Lord, the Lord of me. The translation is unfortunately wrong. There should not be a capital on that Lord, to my Lord. Our translations would get that right. See, that's very confusing. It sounds as though God is speaking to God. That cannot be right. God cannot speak to God. The universe would be shattered.
As far as I know, this is the only
Mhm.
place where they place a capital L on this word, isn't it?
So deceptive. In Genesis 18, Sarah addresses Abraham as Adoni, and we'll show that it doesn't have a capital L.
That's the only place, Psalm 110:1 is the only place
Yes,
where
yeah,
translators put
yeah,
an L.
capital L.
Why would
It's
they do
very,
that?
very much a crime scene. Well, because they're trying to force later orthodoxy onto you and playing with the language, but that is just wrong. Anyone will take a few minutes is to go through the 195 occurrences of Adoni in the Hebrew Bible.
Now I'll show you the Greek, the
Mm,
Septuagint. Look at here. They do it again, Anthony. The Lord
yes,
said to my Lord, two
yes,
capital L's.
yes,
But then the Greek clearly
yes,
distinguishes the
yes,
okirios with tokiriomu,
yes. Well
which
done.
is not capital L, yet they still do it here. Why is that?
They're determined that you would be forced to believe later tradition. So that is actually most interesting. People could spend the rest of their ministries just showing the public that extraordinary thing. You're right. That one is the Lord said to my Lord, as Tokirio mu. You said it beautifully.
The deceptive translation,
Yes.
they got a capital L.
Well, maybe you can find a translation that gets it right there.
Well, my point is,
If they're
this is the Word
available,
English Bible.
right?
My question is
Yeah.
why do they do such a blatant thing where anyone can look up a lexicon,
I
ask
know.
a Jew, ask someone
I
like you,
know.
a linguist, and say, "Is this right?"
Absolutely.
I mean, it's so blatantly
It's
deceptive. It's
illogical. What is the percentage there when you have 194 out of 195 occurrences? No
right.
capital L on Adoni. In that one case, because it's such a critically important psalm quoted by Jesus, referred to often, in that one verse, they're misleading you by putting a capital L on the second Lord there. It's wrong.